Hello and welcome! The circus is back in town with Water for Elephants. Water for Elephants was released in 2011 by 20th Century Fox. And I want to take a look at another 20th Century Fox film because of the fact that Disney has been working out a deal with 20th Century Fox to own them. It is not official yet, but so far it's on their way to getting it. And it's also interesting, especially with the subjects, because this one is very comparable to Dumbo.
Dumbo, look what I got for you. You gotta come out first.
It's a completely different story from Dumbo, but the similarities of there being a elephant as our main character, as well as a circus, and a lot of mean people involved in the circus kind of brings it together. We have Reese Witherspoon and Robert Pattinson as our main stars, as well as Christopher Waltz, as well as Paul Schneider. It was based on a book written by Sarah Gruen that she wrote as part of Novel Writing Month. Channing Tatum, Andrew Garfield, Anthony Fitzgerald, and Amelia Hirsch, they all auditioned for the role of Jacob, and Robert Pattinson got the role instead. I didn't like how he acted as the character. I don't personally think he's that good an actor, and everyone knows him from the Twilight series saga.
Say it. Out loud. Say it.
Vampire.
And he was good as that character, but that was the first character that he played. So comparing Edward to Jacob, just realized that's hilarious. There's not that much change. They're very similar characters, and I actually felt like he wasn't that good an actor in this at all. Scarlett Johansson was also up for the role of Marlena, which was Reese Witherspoon's role, but she turned it down. But Reese Witherspoon is actually a really great actor, and they did a really great performance. And Christopher Waltz did a really amazing job because I hated him. He's the bad guy, and you hate him so much, and he was a really great actor because of that.
The world's run on tricks. Everyone plays. You must learn, my dear boy, that the rules of these United States of Suckers do not apply to us.
It's based on true events, but not a true story. It's loosely taken from some circus incidents that happened in the early century. But this is set in the 30s, and it's about Jacob, who basically jumps on and joins the circus as a veterinarian science graduate.
1931. It was the Benzini brothers.
That's the most famous circus disaster of all time. Are you telling me that you were there for...
Right in the middle of it.
They are a rival circus from the Ringling Brothers, and they're trying to compete. But instead, the ringleader is a terrible, terrible person, and he doesn't care for anyone. People being terrible and beating people up and basically dominating them. That happens a lot, so it's very interesting, and it is very serious, and it's a very well done movie. I was intrigued the entire time, and towards the end of it I was really on my seat just waiting to see what would happen. So it's really well done. It's a really beautiful movie, and I love the whole 30s aesthetic. I love the outfits that Marlena wears. There's good character build-up, and the story is extremely serious and realistic, and the fact about how they use the animals is really interesting. Obviously no animals were harmed during the making of this film, and they make that really clear. The sad reality is a lot of circuses were this way, and it's a shame, but thankfully we've moved on from that, and we don't have these ringleaders basically almost beating these animals to death. And people, honestly, because they didn't treat people better. I mean, we could talk about the freak show and go into this whole tangent, but that's not related to this discussion. I think it is an important movie to talk about and to see, because it does show the horrible side of circuses and history Once again, Freak Show goes into this a lot more, but in a whole different standpoint. But if you like this, go watch Freak Show as well, American Horror Story, if you like. That was my favorite season of American Horror Story. Figured throw it in since it's related to circuses. But anyways. I gotta give credit to 20th Century Fox because they know how to do dramas. They know how to do things seriously. And I'm sure there's touchstone pictures that I've missed that didn't seem interesting to me. But since we're getting towards the end, it seems like Touchstone doesn't do as well as 20th Century Fox does when it comes to very serious, well done dramas. We still have a couple more to talk about. We're basically at the end of our dramas. We have one more 20th Century Fox one I wanted to look at, and that's That Thing You Do. So you can stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.